Welcome to episode number 54 of the Eavesdrop podcast. I am honored to have a world champion, a Call of Duty world champion, in my man, Alec Arcitys Anderson. Thank you for stopping by for episode, right?
Sanderson?
No, I said Anderson.
No, it's Sanderson.
Sanderson, that's what I said. Sanderson.
Oh, it sounded like Anderson.
No. Alec Arcitys Sanderson.
Yeah.
I guess I rolled the S into that.
A little bit.
I don't know. Replay it. Maybe I did say Anderson. I don't know. I'm coming off the cold, as you know.
Yeah, I do know.
You saw me, right? Like, how bad did I look at one point?
I don't know. I barely saw you on Friday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showed up after our matches. But Minnesota was very cold, so I don't blame you.
Where are you from originally?
Washington State.
Washington State. Yeah. Lots of trees, lots of pine trees. Beautiful.
It's a very beautiful forest everywhere.
Dude,
not here.
Yeah.
Completely
Dry.
different. Yeah.
Dry, flat. There's no mountains.
Yeah.
How far from Seattle were you?
I'd say like an hour and a half, 2 hours almost.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Like, I always tell Jude, and we'll get into the podcast as soon as I'm done telling you, but I always tell Jude that I either want to retire somewhere super, super tropical where there's freshwater lake where I can bass fish, or I want to retire in like in woods, northern woods. Mm-hmm. You know, as much as I hate the cold, I do find myself to be like a bushman. You know, like I'm an outdoorsy guy.
That's how I felt when I moved. I was like, I want to go back to Washington. Like this, Texas is fine, but like Washington, if like internet or nothing was a problem, I'd be there right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't want I'd be with my family and stuff, but I can't.
Yeah. Well, you know, the good thing about this thing too is that you're so young. How old are you?
21.
21? Matt, how old are you? Old ass. 23 years old. 39. About to be 40 in 2 weeks. Believe it or not. 40. Look at his fucking face. 40? Can't believe it. Anyway, I'm super glad that you're here. I'm super glad that you're my teammate more than anything. I was doing an interview recently where I explained to people that, you know, through our winnings, throughout our championships, throughout our losses and everything, like there was one name that always reigned supreme. In every single tournament, people talked about Arcitys, right? Like that's you. When did you start playing Call of Duty? Just so, because I need to get to know you too, right? We're brand new teammates.
Yeah, so me and Preston, like, he went toward, our parents are divorced, so he went towards our mom more, and I was with our dad. And it was like, I would say like middle school, high school-ish, so like 15, 16.
How long ago? How many years ago?
Probably
5, 6?
7, 6 years ago. We he went with my mom, I stayed with my dad. But like I kept playing football and he went to Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But like he really got into it. He didn't like play competitive at that time, but he played GBs here and there. So like that's the only way I could talk to him. Like he was my best friend growing up, and so that's the only way I could talk to him. I'd hop on an Xbox as soon as I was done with scrimmages from football or something. I'd be like, yo, Preston, let's play something, blah, blah, blah. We'd do that. Then, like, my first high school football game, because I was really in a high school competitive person, and I got a concussion. And that's where it all went downhill for me. Like, I started fighting with pretty much everyone. I got super depressed.
Yeah.
Started eating a lot. And that's when I realized, like, I got to get away. Like, I got to go to Preston, try to see a little light, be happier.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, and that's how I got into.
Because you guys are twins.
Yeah.
Who's the oldest?
Me.
How many minutes?
7, I think.
7 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a while since I said that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was a curiosity of mine.
Yeah.
Because and we won't get into it, right? Because I understand. Obviously, you know, he's your brother. You miss him. In some of the interviews, they brought it up. Like, that's how you get choked up a little bit, and that's understandable, right? Like me and my brother are close like that too, right? But we're 10 years apart, so I can't imagine what it's like to be together like forever and ever, and then this, you know, you guys sort of not only just separating, but also like not playing on the same team. And that to me, by the way, was one of those things where in my head I'm like, man, I do like them playing together, right? But I also understand that you, like him, have to find your individuality in the world of competitive Call of Duty.
Yeah, I think that was mostly like my main issue. Like every time me and him heard the twins Clayster, the Tiny Terrors, it's like, no, I want to be Alec or Arcitys. He wants to be Preston Brastini, because for winning back to back and still being called the twins, it's kind of like frustrating.
Yeah,
because we both think we deserve more respect.
Yeah,
because he did a lot of stuff for our team to for us to be that good.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of stuff for our team to be that good. But it was the eyes were all focused on the tiny tears and Clay because obviously he's a veteran. He's the quote-unquote leader of our team or was. So it was just the tiny tears, the nasty duo, then Clay, the leader, the vocal person of that team, and then we have the twins.
Yeah.
The twins, that's it. And it was frustrating.
Yeah.
Because we're super good, but it's like, that's what we're going to get stuck with for the rest of our lives if we don't change it. It's not, we still want to play with each other. It's just this opportunity, obviously, Matt, Seth, Dylan, Pierce, 4 of the best people I saw last year.
Yeah.
I can't pass up that opportunity.
Yeah.
So I took it.
Well, I respect that a lot.
And you, sorry.
Yeah, me too, obviously. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
But I respect that a lot because I know, I don't know 1,000% what you guys go through, obviously, with not playing with each other, but I understand it. I understand the connection. I understand everything. And to be honest, like when you say like we deserve more respect in being known as individuals, like I don't think that there was ever, and this is me obviously just talking for like I don't think it was ever meant as that. Like I think twins have this inhumanity. Like there's nothing closer to humans. There's no closer human than twins. And it's a phenomenon that happens throughout. There's studies, and I believe it or not, I'm a fucking nerd when it comes to twins. Like I've watched documentaries on twins. Like it's always baffled me. Like having your own language at times or understanding shit. Like nobody understands that but you guys. You know what I mean? So like when people asked you, when people asked him when he tweeted out that he misses you, like I understand that. You know what I mean? And it was one of those things that obviously crosses my mind when going through this, because I'm like, you kind of don't want to do that. But when you have someone as talented as him, someone as talented as you, you almost have to put yourself in a situation to where you have to say, like, there's nothing that will ever separate me and my brother. Distance is not going to separate us. Not being on the same team is going to separate us. So we have to sort of do ourselves the honor of exploiting our God-given abilities to move thumbs and have the hand-eye coordination that you guys do.
Yeah, so from like a year now, we're probably both going to regret it, but it's life. We have to move on with it. So it's like, obviously it's not a bad thing to call us the twins, but it's still something like we wanted to get rid of. We wanted to be like, he's him, I'm me. Yeah. And obviously I really think both of us are going to regret it, but it is what it is.
You think you're going to regret not teaming with him?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, especially like, I love my team right now, don't get me wrong, but like, you can't replace your twin brother.
Never.
It's hard because, especially with franchise here, I'm not going to be able to see him at every event. He's not going to see me. No one could fill his shoes because that's someone I talked to my whole life. And I mean, Pierce is here, but me and Pierce aren't like that close. Like, no one will ever. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, it's gonna be something we both regret, and it's gonna be. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is again.
Yeah, and for my perspective, and take it for what it's worth. Like I was just saying, like nobody will ever be able to replace your brother. No distance, no team colors, nothing will ever get in the way of that connection that you guys have. It is literally impossible for that sort of connection and connectivity to ever dissipate in any way, right? You just can't. So. Take advantage of both of you, take advantage of the opportunities that you guys have right now. And, maybe you will regret it, maybe you won't. But at the end of the day, the one thing that will never change is the fact that you guys are brothers and best friends. You know what I mean? So that's good. And that's something to focus on. But again, it's okay to have those feelings, and I completely understand. Is there a reason why, like, he's in Florida right now? Do they have a team house or?
They have. So they moved him in apartments, and they have a team facility there that they have to go to every day.
Yeah, to practice. Stuff.
Yeah, which that's a no-go for me. Like, I understand like moving to the same state, moving like places. Like, I could be even in the same apartment as a team, but I'm not. I don't want to go practice in the same facility every single day with the same team. Yeah. Because obviously it's a relationship. It's something like you have to take care of. It's like a girlfriend. Like, your teammates are gonna get sick of you one of these days, and you just have to treat it like easy, like simple as possible. Like, okay, why are you mad at me? Yeah, we need a break. I don't want to go see the same face every single day, and I'm not gonna stay here and say, yeah, I still like get along with them every day. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm kind of sick of you right now. I want to go. Like, I don't want to be here and see just the same thing every day. It's boring. It's something you don't want to do.
Well, teammates do that all the time across all sports. I mean, humans do that at work every single. I come to work and I see Maddie's face every fucking day. But he gets paid for it, right? Like he's not just voluntarily. He's like, I'm gonna go look at Hector and get yelled at sometimes, right? So it's, I understand. I think that we have a pretty good formula right now. Like obviously formal's over there, but it's esports, right? You can do it from anywhere, and a lot of people, and I believe in it too, right? Sometimes it is cool to have a space where people can go and do that. I don't see it from a competition standpoint. That doesn't make that as much of an impact to me as like if I have everybody in the same place, we're shooting a fucking video. You know what I'm saying? We're making the fans smile. We're making the fans enjoy themselves. Like the competition, something that we're gonna give them regardless. Let's give them that extra thing and let's create content. So that's like my mentality behind it. And I'm glad that we're all in the same city. But you know, like it never came across my mind to be like, all right, Seth and Arcitys and Envoy, you guys are all gonna have to stream from the Hecz quarters and that. I like my space. You know what I'm saying? You like your space. I like it quiet. I like it. I also like it when there's a lot of people here. So like I can do without, but I can completely understand why it would be a little annoying having to get out of the comfort of your thing. Yeah. And then what happens, right? Like think about this. And I'm not saying that people should change the way that they run their shit, but having the ability to enjoy your teammates' presence at events helps.
It does. Like I teamed with Preston and Clay for 3 years. Obviously, we got sick and tired of each other. We spent 2 weeks 2 weeks in Ohio every month, I think. And it was just like it was the same thing. It's like at that time, like you don't want to spend time with them. You want to sit in your room or go out and do something by yourself or with other players on other teams. Then there goes that one little thought in your head, and if you're the other player, you're like, they don't want to play with me anymore. Like, that's all that happens. And that's what screws a team up most of the time. And that's how that's what I don't want to do. Yeah. That's why I don't like spending this week with our team. I was like, this is awesome. Like, this is cool. Like, this is something we're not going to be able to do a lot. Yeah. Besides that events, because Matt's obviously in California. I'm in Dallas. Pierce is in Dallas, and the rest of them are in Frisco. It's like being all together, taking the same flight. It's awesome. Like at this, like it's early in stages too. So it's like this is the best time that we could have together.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. All right, so let's get to it. I don't know. I guess I should have done more research, right? But I'm glad that I didn't because I get to ask you this, and I get to find out for the first time. I'm sure a lot of people. Arcitys.
Oh man.
Is it Arcitys or what is it about city? Like what is it? Where did it come from? Because it's a dope fucking name.
Okay, this is like a.
Don't make it on dope, okay? Because
it's gonna really be on dope now.
Oh goddamn it.
As a child, me and Preston, before he moved, we played PS3. So you could keep making PSNs over and over and over because it was free and not on Xbox. So I just kept switching my name over and over because me and him got into like trick shotting. Yeah. Not competitive COD, just trick shotting over and over.
When you say trick shotting, what are you talking about?
Not feeds or anything. It's like you jump off buildings and you try to do like a 360 or something.
So you time the fuck out. Time out. Okay.
No. Okay. So
time out. No.
We're doing
let me continue with my line of fucking questioning, sir. So you started out as a sniper, is what you're telling me?
Kinda, yeah.
I like that. All right, go on. That's dope.
Yeah. So yeah,
you're my wheelhouse. Yeah, I started it all. You know what I mean? It's
me.
Anyway, go on.
We're big fans. Me and him did that. We'd like.
Were you a part of any teams?
No, not really. Like I just like trick shotting. I liked hopping on every day, playing with different people, getting a 6-man so people wouldn't take your trick shots at the end of the round. Yeah. People couldn't steal your kill cam, so it's like I changed my gamer tag like every single day. That's why I couldn't get into a clan. They didn't know who I was. I would just make it every day. Try to get into like a boosted lobby or something so you get max prestige, all that. And I just keep changing. And one day Preston's like, stop fucking changing your name now. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I was like, okay.
Wait, why would you change your name?
Just because I didn't like my old one. I don't know.
From day to day?
Yeah. Like, I think the longest I ever had a gamer tag was like probably like a week, 2 weeks.
Which one was it? Do you remember?
I do not. I don't.
Give me some notable names that you had.
There's like a Shatter one. I can't even think of them. I had Shatters. I like that one a lot. Yeah. That was one I kept for like a week.
Shatters up.
Yeah. I can't think of them.
Really, that many? There's that. My brother used to change his name all the time too. He was Optic Third Eye because he was a sniper. Yeah. He was Optic Diarrhea. Oh. He was Optic.
That was questionable.
Optic Herpes. Optic Gonorrhea. Like, he was like, anything that was dirty, he would put in his name. And he talked about that in the podcast, right? Or something like that. But Third Eye was one of the good ones.
I like that. That's Matt's go-to, Third Eye.
Yeah.
His third eye's open right now.
yeah. He's watching us. Okay. So Arcitys, go on.
Right, so just one day he yelled at me. He's like, dude, because this is when like I got Arcitys when I went into competitive COD. He just goes, I'm not gonna even try to play with you if you keep changing your gamer tag. I was like, fuck it, fine. I'm changed it to I forgot what it was. I can't remember. But then a week later I changed it again. He's like, dude, are you fucking serious? I said, my bad. So like every time like he played with a circle and I'd hop in once in a while and be like, I'd join and be like, yo, they'd be like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, it's me. And they're like, oh, you're that kid. Change his gamer tag in. So I just stuck with Arcitys.
But what is it?
It's just, I don't know, it's just something like I came up with. Like I was thinking like, I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking. I just kept typing stuff in like there's a Twitter.
Yeah.
There's a Xbox gamer tag and an email and see if it was like OG, like if I could get all three of them.
Yeah.
And I got that one. I was like, damn, this looks clean. It looks dope. I'm going to keep it. And I just kept it ever since.
But Arcity is not a word.
It's not. I mean, Preston is not a word. Scump's not a word.
I know.
But
I guess.
Yeah, it's weird to think about. It's like, how the fuck did everyone come up with their name? There must be something cool.
Well, mine was my graffiti name. I've been writing Hecz since I was 13 years old.
How the fuck are you going to come up with gunless? Holy shit.
Gunless, right? Like, creative.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Arcitys. So think about it. Arcitys. Arcitys.
I mean,
cities. Cities. That's like I mean, I guess there's no real. I don't even know why I'm questioning it. I just thought that would be.
I always wanted like when I first got in competitive COD, I never like it was a sub. Yeah. And I never wanted to be a sub, so I was like City. Like I want to prove like I want to show that I'm an AR.
Yeah.
And I said, my city. So it's kind of like. It kind of has like a thing to it, but at the same time, like I don't like to explain it.
Yeah.
So I just go with whatever.
That's
whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's dope, man. This podcast is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them in the middle of the show. It's actually kind of cool. Pardon the interruption. So you pick your name, Arcitys. You start as a trick shotter, and your brother. Who's your favorite trick shotter of all time at the time?
I don't know.
Rain. I mean, the only trick shotters I know is like probably all the face guys.
So
that's it.
After the concussion and all that, I moved with my mom in Washington State, and she like the concussion happened. She's like, "Yo, me, Preston, your stepdad, sister are all moving out to California. Do you want to come?" And I was like super depressed at that time. I was like, "I have to. Like, I'm sorry, Dad. Like, I have to go." And the only thing like that cheered me up was watching YouTube videos. I think it was there's like 2-3 YouTubers that I watched a lot. I think one was you.
Thank you.
One was Rain. I think Rain's one of the trick stars I really liked. And who's the other guy? He played a lot of Grand Theft Auto.
Was he with FaZe or no?
No. He's
trick shotter that plays.
No, it's not trick shotter at all.
Typical gamer?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, no, it's
Typical gamer.
Vanoss Gaming.
Vanoss.
Yes.
I was just hanging out with him.
Yeah, I watched those three the most every day.
Yeah.
And it would just cheer my day up completely because, like, concussion, not with your brother, just moved to California away from all your friends.
Yeah.
I had to do something.
Yeah.
And I'd watch them. Then late night, I'd watch Killa, Fizzerp, all play Ghost. And I was like, those were my, like, the highlights of my day just because, like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to sit in my room, talk to Preston, talk to my mom, and watch those guys play all day. And I did. And it was the highlight of my days.
What grade were you in at the time?
I want to say like 8th or 9th.
Really? So super, super young.
So super young.
Like freshman year.
Yeah.
I always imagine what it would have been like to be Temper, right? Like this dude became who he became in the middle of high school, right? Athletic, slender, tall, just like me, handsome dude. You know what I'm saying? Fucking playing video games and becoming famous off of that. Like I always imagine, like what would high school have been like if I had YouTube? We didn't have YouTube in high school. You know what I mean? So anyway, jealous. YouTube came like 10 years too late for me, unfortunately. But you know, I did what I could with what I got, and we did all right.
You're doing fine.
Yeah. We're still doing fine. All right. So you're a little bit depressed.
Yeah.
The only thing that's cheering you up is YouTube and competitive. Yeah. So where do you go from there? What?
This is a terrible story.
Yeah.
This is a story that like it's the lowest of lows. Me, Preston, we're on a team for it was Ghost.
Yep.
Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
We just moved to California. Anaheim's SoCal. We're North Cal, so we're like begging our parents. We're like, Mom, like they don't have much money at the time. We're like, Mom, can you just drive us down there? Like it's like some outer drive. We start driving.
Did your mom know what it was? Did she have any questions about what it was?
She just wanted us to be happy. She knew like that was the only thing that was keeping me and Preston happy at that time, because obviously new school, new friends, like, and it was like at that age where our dad would beat our ass if we started smoking or doing anything bad.
Yeah.
And that's like when the age like started happening, like it all started happening. Like everyone's just like, yo, you got a cigarette on you, you got a lighter, and no one would talk to us because we didn't.
Yeah.
Like we're like, everyone's like, oh, then two uncool kids that just moved in. They don't do anything bad. They don't do anything like go out to party or anything. And so we're like, okay, let's just get home, play some Call of Duty, and just enjoy the rest of our day.
Yeah.
So at that time, it was bad. Like our parents didn't have much money. Our mom's car was, well, here's the story. It was breaking down. So on our drive down, 2 hours in, our car breaks down on the side of the road. Where me and Preston are like, no shit. Like, no way this is happening right now. Like, this is the most embarrassing thing that's ever going to happen to us. And it's after all this, like, just super depression.
Yeah.
And I literally, like, me and Preston were, like, just sitting there crying in the back of the car because it's our first event ever.
Yeah.
We're super good online. We're, like, the amateur team that, like...
is making noise.
That was making kind of, like, a little noise, but it wasn't, like, a lot of noise. It was, like, top 40, top 24, like, that kind of area. Our car just breaks down. Me and Preston started just crying in the back. I deactivated the Twitter. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm getting a real job so I could pay this myself.
Mm-hmm.
So just in California, like, a lot of bad stuff happened. Like, I don't want to get into it that much, but like, people started doing drugs, and like, we had to move. Like, we had to go. Like, so we went back to Washington because our mom had like, she could actually secure a job there, which California she couldn't. So we're kind of just like there, just living off like cents, like pennies and stuff. So we go back to Washington State. That's where me and Preston. That's where I stopped playing Call of Duty. Preston kept going. Then like me and him both got jobs at Dairy Queen, so we could both afford a new, because that's when it switched to Xbox One and stuff.
Yeah.
So me and him both got jobs at Dairy Queen. We just bought our first Xbox One, both of us. We chipped in. I got chipped in for him. He's like, yo, can you like, we're gonna do this together. I'm gonna spend all my paycheck on an Xbox One. Can you help me out a little? Yeah. I said, yeah, of course. Like, I'm trying to help you. Can you help me out my next paycheck? Yeah. And that's like, I started getting into the Madden more, and I just, because me and him, we moved to Washington, still barely on pennies. We have a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment. There's a stepdad, a mom, a sister, an older brother, me and Preston. Yeah. Someone's sleeping on the couch. Yeah. Sister has her own room. Yeah. Parents are in their own room. Me and Preston are sharing a room. Yeah. He gets his Xbox. I help pitch in for his BenQ monitor. Yeah. Because he has to. And I'm sitting there watching him play every day. Next paycheck comes around, I get a bigger TV, so it's not just video games. We can watch
so you can watch TV too. Yeah.
Watch YouTube, and I get an Xbox One because he helps pitch in with me. And I went to Madden just because I couldn't get a BenQ. He couldn't get a headset yet, and he's like, there's like a Skype app on the Xbox One, I think. Yeah. He was playing with this like little headset they give him. He's just, it's terrible. Yeah. So then just kept going and going until like we could finally purchase Astro Scuff, and I got the cool little Final Boss Scuff because it like, and when you hold it, it turned blue or something. Yeah, I remember that. That one was sick as hell. So sick, yeah. Dude, I was so hyped for that one. I was like, let's go. Then I started getting, I saw Preston. He's like, dude, and just like we went into it. Advanced Warfare was the first like actual event we went to. Me and him pitched in. Our mom helped us too, thankfully. Yeah. We went to an event. It was Dallas. What? We got top 80 there, but the weather. I never thought I would live here in my life.
Because it was so hot.
Wearing shorts, some terrible shoes, like $20 shoes. Yeah. Swear to God, sweat dripping down my butt. No, it was terrible. Because we've never traveled anywhere in our lives. Yeah. Besides like California, North, which it's not that hot.
It's not that hot, no.
Washington State, it's super cold. Go to Dallas, I'm like, I can't breathe here. Like, I feel like I'm dying. Yeah. Because our mom, our mom couldn't afford a ticket herself, so she couldn't help us.
Yeah.
We stayed at our roommates' hotels on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good experience, but at the same time, I was like, I don't want this. I don't want to keep having to spend my mom's money at events. So it just kept going. I quit for a little bit because top 80. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to do that. Preston kept going. Black Ops 3 rolls around. We're still underage. That's when it turned 18. So that's when it all changed. Me and Preston were both underage. We played like this. I forgot what it was, like a online tournament place. Like, it's like league matches for people underage. I won it. He split up with me because he wanted to play with people that are 18 because we're about to turn 18.
Yeah.
I smoked his team in it, won it.
Yeah.
And then we got like $50 and I was like, Mom, I just got $50. It's sick.
Hell yeah.
Then Preston's like, dude, you are so good. Like, because we played with each other at the start. He's like, you are so good. Like, we need to find people over 18 and play together. So we did. We got fully funded to Orlando, I think, which it wasn't actually fully funded. We're on Apotheon Esports, I think.
Apotheon, yes.
We have to pay our own flights and stuff, and if we did good, they would pay the rest of it. Like, so they split like half of it before we left. Then after we got back, they would give us the rest of the money.
Yeah.
So we did that. We got top 12, which guaranteed us in champs, or not guaranteed us, but like gave us a good seating, because we didn't have pro points at all at the start of that year. So that event, top 12, that was the best the amateur team did that event. And then me and Preston were like, this is good. Then at the airport, after we got top 12, he's like, I don't want to play with our teammates anymore. I was like, Preston, if you don't want to play with your teammates anymore, I'm not playing this game anymore because this is pissing me off.
Yeah.
He's like, and we didn't talk to each other the rest of the flight day, which it's a long time because we're together. It's like together. We had layovers. And it was just like, it was so awkward because I was like, me and Preston never fought at all. Like, but in gaming, I was like, dude, this is weird. Like, so when we get home, I was like, Preston, do you still want to drop one of them? He was like, yes, I want to drop both of them. And that's where Gunless came in the situation. I don't know if he wants to talk about this. I don't know if he's talked about it publicly, but like, Gunless didn't leave his team for us, which he knew we were going to make champs. He didn't leave his team because one of his teammates were sick, I believe. So he's like, nah, I got to stick it out with these guys, see if I can make champs with them. He's like, I really want to play with you guys, though. So we pick up Mayhem, who's on Toronto Ultra right now. Mm-hmm. And they're another guy, which Preston fought at champs on...
Like, fought?
Yeah, he punched him in his face.
Which champs?
Black Ops 3 champs.
Why?
So it was we're going over plays before the event. Like, it was Thursday or whatever day champ starts. Tuesday night. Yeah. When it starts Wednesday. So we're going over play. All three of us agree. Me, Mayhem, and Preston. We're like, dude, you're wrong. And he starts screaming, starts yelling at us, getting in our face. Preston's like, dude, you better fucking stop right now. I'm gonna. Yeah. And he's this guy stands up. He says, what are you gonna do about it? Preston says, are you fucking serious right now? Just starts swinging on him. They're both on like the little bed or like a little couch in the corner, like how usually hotels are set up. They're just pounding away. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, dude, what the fuck do I do? I'm just sitting here watching my team's fight. I'm like, we're about to make $3,000 at least.
Yeah, you either separate them or you jump in. That's your brother.
I just watched because Preston was winning.
Well, that's also the thing you do.
I'm gonna let him rock. Yeah. But it was cool because like at Dairy Queen we didn't make that much money. Obviously, like it's fast food. It's just something you do for when you're a kid. Yeah. Or if you're a manager there, you can. Yeah. So I went back. I was like bragging. I was like, $3,000. Yeah. I was like, what am I gonna do with this? 2 weeks later, money's gone. PS4. Helped my mom with couple bills. I got the PS4 Pro. Then I got controllers. I love controller design, so I just kept getting controllers. Then Preston saved his. I don't know. I forgot what he got. Oh, he got a new computer so he could stream. Yeah. So that's when IW rolls around. We play with Pierce and Drama. First event Vegas. We get top 12. I played like.
What game is this?
IW, the start of Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
So your career wasn't that long, right?
No,
because it's like I'm trying to think like Ghosts, then Black Ops 3. No, Ghost. What came after Ghost?
Advanced Warfare. So we didn't make it to the event, but we played a little in Ghost. Made it to the one in AW. Got top 80. Stopped playing after that. So
okay.
That's how it worked.
Got it. Okay. Gone. Actually, you know what? Let me give a quick shout out to the sponsor, and then we can get back to the story. And this week's sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. Which isn't your cutesy cookie cutter rainbows, leprechauns, feathers, and dashes of glitter that goes on there. We're talking about a real RPG game that'll get you immersed into the world of Raid Shadow Legends, right? Because all the fluffy, cartoonish stuff, like, it's for some people, but it isn't for me, okay? Not every RPG game must be, like, cartoony and cutesy, right? Enough with all that. Get real, get raw, get dark, get epic and awesome. Raid Shadow Legends will take you to the world of dark fantasy and realism. And who doesn't like that? Who wants to continuously be okay and not afraid of their next move? I want to be immersed into this thing. I want to feel like I am in this world, and there's like a lot of things at stake. If that's not enough, the game is crazy popular with over 15 million downloads in the last 6 months alone. 15 million people are playing this game. Can you imagine that? There's going to be links in the description and down below, as you guys can see. But so let's go ahead and open out our shards, because whether they're good shards, bad shards, right? It's still they still have some use to them, right? If they're good, one, you can level them up and use them. If they're bad ones, then you can sacrifice them in order to level up your other champions. You can find me, right? You can play with me by joining my clan. My name is Hecz. That's my nickname in game. And now you can play Raid for both mobile and on your desktop. The game is cross-device, so you can play with the same user and switch between devices. So whether you're on the road and playing with your phone, you can play it at home with your desktop, which is super cool. So what are you waiting for? Go to the description down below. Click on the link. Go download the game. Go join my clan. Search for me under Hecz. If you find me, good for you, right? Because I am focused on work and I do have to do a whole bunch of stuff. So maybe I won't be on at the same time that you are, but if I'm not, go explore. Maybe you'll be able to teach something to me. Send me a tweet about it. So again, if you guys want to play the game, just make sure to download it. If you go to my link, which is Patreon, patron.me/Eavesdrop Raid, which we'll also find in the description down below, you get a special package with 100,000 silver. Okay, think about that. 100,000 silver, 2 clan boss keys, 10 mystery shards, and the amazing champion adjudicator. If that's not my middle name, I don't know what is. All right, so all the information will be listed all around my face and also in the description below, so make sure that you check it out. This package will be available only for the next 30 days. Again, the code, and this listed down below, is patron.me/Eavesdrop Raid. All right, so go get your champions up, go get your shards, find the rare ones, find the good ones, use them. Find the ones that are not that good, sacrifice them, level up your stuff. Join my clan, Hecz. And you can find me also by the same name, Hecz. Anyway, so thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for the sponsorship of the podcast. Certainly appreciate it. Hope that they come back. And if you guys, give it a shot, please let me know on Twitter and let me know what you think. Do you play any mobile games?
I can't talk about that.
Oh, yeah. The rules.
Yeah.
Rules. That was a test. I knew that you couldn't. That was not a test. I did not know whether you could.
I wish I could talk about it. I couldn't, though.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you got $3,000. You spend it on controllers and controller designs because, obviously you're an individual. You like swag, and it's personalization is what humanity's always been made of, right? Being an individual, as if being oneself wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Right. We try to go above and beyond and do the extra work to make it truly stand out. You try so hard to be different that all you have to do is just be you, because nobody else can be you.
Yeah.
Ding. All right. So money's gone. You help your mom's out a little bit. You buy all the stuff, and then you're just like, fuck.
Starting next year. Starting next year. It's IW. I don't want to talk about the org we're played for.
Yeah.
It's me, Drama, Preston, Pierce. 4 of us. Top 12 again. Terrible placing. We
It's not though. Like, I understand that from a competitive standpoint. I understand from your standpoint. You're a fucking world champion, so obviously I know where you were going.
Yeah.
And I guess you have to be that tough on yourself to get to where you got.
Yeah.
But 12th place is not. I mean, think about it. This is you're talking. You got 12th place.
Yeah.
In an esport where there had been close to 7 years of already competitive people competing for a long ass time.
Yeah.
So,
but this is for the amateurs that think top 24 is really good. No, it's not. You guys are ass. I'm kidding, but yeah, top 12. We beat FaZe Clan. That's the highlight of our weekend.
Who was on that team at the time?
Clayster, Enable, Zuma, and Attach. Those four.
Good ass team.
Yeah, the good one. Beat them. We go back to our hotel. Me, Preston, and Pierce and Drama all sit there. We're like, yo, we gotta get on org to because we're making $0 at that time. Me and Preston both quit Dairy Queen to pursue this.
Yeah.
So we're making $0. We saw that United got top 24 with their team. I'm like, dude, we got hit them up. We messaged Clerky, I think it was Dan. So and he's like, okay, I'll let you guys know in a few days. On that night, we're going home. We're excited to get back home. Our mom and our parents came to that event. They drove there because we live in Washington State. It's like a few hour drive.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we get called at 3 a.m. and they got in a car crash. So it's kind of like we're like, what the fuck do we do now? Like,
yeah.
Me and Preston were like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Like, it's weird because like they're fine now, but it's like that could have been life changing. Like, me and Preston probably wouldn't be in Call of Duty right now if any of them passed away.
Yeah. But
it's like they got home. They're injured. They're I don't know. It was just weird going back to a different house this time. 2-bedroom now because we had a downgrade. But it was a house, not an apartment anymore. So it was just weird seeing them hurt. Like all of them were like they can't move. They couldn't do anything.
So it was a bad crash.
Yeah, it was very bad. It was like a semi truck and
fuck.
I don't have a picture of it anymore, but the car was all fucked up. Like they couldn't. Like, we can't drive anywhere anymore. So it's like me, Preston, and Preston and Pierce got hit up to play with Justin. They did not want to play with me at all.
Who's Justin?
Silly.
Okay.
So he's the one that's controlling like the roster of United at that point.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, Preston, come play. You and Pierce come play with me. Leave your brother. And Preston's like, yo, is this fine? I was like, just make sure mom's okay.
Yeah.
I'll find a way. It's all good.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's fine. But Pierce wanted to play with me. They wanted to play with me, but Burns didn't want to pick me up. And
pull tough.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
So Preston and Pierce were like, no, we're gonna play with Alex still. Like, we want to play with him. If you guys want to pick us up, you have to play with Alec. And they're like, that's fine. We'll play with him. So that's how we got together. They gave us a small amount of salary, obviously.
Yeah.
We're not a known team, got top 12.
Yeah.
Coming off Vegas, if you want to say. So that's when Atlanta happened. That's when lives changed. We got $20,000 in our bank account. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
$20,000. I've never even seen $20,000 in my life. I haven't seen $1,000 in my life.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, like that's a lot. You know, I got the money. I was like, Mom, I'm getting a car.
Yeah.
Got a car. Didn't even have a license at that time.
Oh Lord.
I just turned 18. Don't even have a license. Got a car. It's obviously BMW. It was like a 2000 something. It was like a 328i.
Yeah.
It's like it's classy, but it's like it's something like to start off. I shouldn't have bought it at all.
Obviously.
Yeah. But what
did your brother buy?
Nothing at all.
Smart dude.
He is a smart dude. But it's just weird to talk about, like how at one time like top 12 parents crashing, and that's like the motivation. That's the motivation to get us from top 12 to first.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to think about like how far we've come. Like I'm playing with people that is weird. Like I watched my whole life. Like I grew up watching you, Seth, Matt. I've always been a big fan of Matt. Just like I like the way he is. Like he's just like the older guy, like the older brother that you always try to impress, and like
he's just
when you
calm.
finally get his attention, like you realize he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I finally he's like, yo, let's team. I was like, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to play with this guy.
Yeah.
He's just funny. He's just like a quiet guy, but he's hilarious.
He is. He's got that that gravitas. right? Everybody gravitates to him. No, you don't know why, but you want him to like you. You don't know why.
Yeah, he's like the older brother, like that. Yeah. That shows
no,
like.
But I'm the oldest, and I still find myself. I'm like, I want to make Matt laugh. You know what I mean? Like that's my thing. It's like formal laughing is a good day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you just try to make him happy.
The thing is, this is like he's always been like that, right? And we'll stop gassing him a little bit, but he's always been like that. When Syndicate came to the Scuff House. Yeah. Like immediately he's like I fucking love Matt. He's like I love this dude. Matt hadn't said anything. Obviously, Matt was just being Matt. He wasn't out going into that, but Syndicate was like nonstop trying to like be this dude's friend. He's like, let's go party. They would all go like out and hang out and shit. But he's like, I fucking love Matt. I'm like, yeah. I mean, everybody loves Matt. He's just got one of those calm personalities. He happens to be incredibly nasty at the game as well. So you and Pierce have been teaming for the longest, then, right? Like or have been trying to be. What you guys did a team for?
We teamed halfway through IW.
Yeah.
He got butthurt, left the team. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it to this day.
Yeah.
Because he was being a little baby about it.
Yeah.
Ever since like after that end of the year, we all signed new contracts because like we're still in the honeymoon with Clay. It's just silly. World War II was just abysmal. Like that year was just chalk for me.
Yeah.
That's when like depression started kicking in again. Woke up, instantly thought about food.
Yeah.
Went to bed, instantly thought about what I was gonna order in the morning.
Yeah.
Just because like we weren't winning. I wasn't doing anything with my life. I wasn't going to the gym. I was waking up just like, why? What am I doing right now? Like we're living in Indiana. Like where the fuck is Indiana?
So I don't know. I know where it is, but you know.
Why am I there though? I don't know why I was there. I had no family members. I had no friends.
Why were you there?
Preston moved there with his girlfriend, so I want to be with Preston again.
Yeah, of course.
But we gotta like.
Long story.
Love Preston. He makes some dumb moves though.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's every dude ever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We all follow.
But like I understand why he moved because it was like a hard time for my mom. 2-bedroom house, me and Preston screaming every night, all night. To get better, we're playing these GBs that MLG made us do.
Yeah.
To make it in the pool play, which was ridiculous. Yeah. That was just the dumbest thing I ever heard. Preston's like, I just can't be here anymore. They're telling me to be quiet every night. I don't want to be quiet. Like I want to keep playing, grinding. And they're like, and Preston's like, I'm moving with my girlfriend. I was like, I let him breathe for like a couple months. I was like, you just want to get a bigger house together? Like, I won't even bother you at all.
Yeah.
And so Preston and his girlfriend always went and did stuff. And I was just sitting there. I was like, why am I here?
Yeah.
I want to be with Preston, but like, I'm in a depressed state again. Like World War II was a terrible year for us. And until the end of the year, I realized like, I could like, the thought inside my head was like, I'm getting really huge. Like, why? I'm either going to have a heart attack soon or something bad's going to happen to me. And that's when I was like, dude, I got changed now. Like, halfway through BF4, I was like, I'm moving in with Pierce. That's what changed my life. Like, he didn't make me go to the gym. It was mostly my mom because she saw how like bad I was. I was like, she always wanted to go to the gym with me because there's a gym in our apartment. She's like, yo, you guys want to go tonight? I was like, Mom, if I'm going to start this, I'm going to do it by myself. Like, the only way I'm going to get through this. And that's when I started going. And just World War II was just a terrible, terrible year for me.
Yeah, I think that World War II was a terrible year for everybody except for the people that were winning.
Except for Pierce.
Yeah. Well, except for Pierce. Yeah. But, you know, if you look at, I think that's when the downfall of my team happened, right? It was a shitty... let's just forget about 2018 altogether, right? Like it was one of those years that I just choose to put in a box and never want to open it or just I don't even want to look at it to learn anything from it. You know, like it's the fear of looking into it gives me enough of a learning that I just don't want to even look at it, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was a bad time. So you started working out in during World War II? Is that when it was?
BO4.
BO4. Okay.
There was a event in Dallas. That was when like the whole Clay Cap situation went down.
Yeah. And
I was like, why? Like, we're not gonna win here. All of us don't believe we're gonna win here. Cap has Clay has Cap blocked on Twitter. We're not texting group chats talking to each other. We're texting individually. And we're like, we don't even want to scrim. Like, we're just sitting here like, okay, we understand Pahoff wants us to come to this event. We have to come to this event and represent United. We go to the event. We get smoked by Optic Gaming. We get smoked by Envy.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was bad. And I was like, dude, the only way I'm gonna be happy is if I'm happy with myself, because it was just a dark time. Like it was just fucking, just lose. Still, besides the Vegas event, which we got second, got smoked by you guys again. So it was just like, I gotta be happy out of game, and it took me 3 years to realize this.
Yeah,
I gotta be happy out of game to be happy with who I'm playing with and how I'm playing in game.
Yeah.
So it took way too long for me to realize that.
Yeah.
Like I just gotta be happy outside of the game for me to be good.
You just gotta be happy with yourself. Period.
Yeah. Like, you just gotta be. Yeah. It's just.
It all starts from within.
Yeah, and like, it just all turned around like in the past couple months. Like people might not have realized it because I was doing good out in the game, but like outside of the game, I just didn't want. I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to disappoint my parents by losing every event, not being happy with myself, and people could see that. People on Twitter roasting me every day. Just I just knew something had to change. So I was like, okay, here we go. Started something new. Moved in with Pierce, and I was like, this is like, and I think every day like I'm doing this for myself. Like like back then, like if I wasn't with my mom or Preston, I wouldn't want to be here. Yeah. But I do want to be here. Like I want to. I don't know. It's just hard to talk about sometimes. But
yeah, no, I understand. I mean, as much as someone can understand, like it's it. But look, you're taking the appropriate steps to better yourself, and that's priority number one. Yeah. And as long as you're happy with them, and fuck everybody, dude. Like
that's the one thing that I learned the hardest. Yeah. I just saw those tweets every day. I was like, honestly, I'm not gonna do this for them. I'm gonna do it for me. Yeah. But as soon as it happens, like I'm gonna say fuck all these kids. Like I don't care about any of you guys, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna say fuck you kids. Like,
I think that when you get to where you want to get to, you won't care anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm at right now. Like the only thing I care about is how my team's playing, how Preston's doing, how my mom's doing, and if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. If like everything else is just like it's there, but it's like not my main priority.
Yeah, the internet will always become that, right? And the shit that some people say on the internet, sometimes there's like two that would say it just to be funny, but then it turns into something more negative, and then here come the fucking true assholes, the fucking losers, good for nothing pussies that are just gonna talk shit just to fucking talk shit. Yeah. They'll no matter what you look like, no matter what I look like, you know what I'm saying? Like no matter how old I am, like people can talk shit all they want. They'll never be able to do what I do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like people. I just deleted a comment. I type comments all day long and delete them, and I now try to focus only on the thing is like there's 99 positive comments, and the one little asshole that pisses me off is the guy that I want to reply to. Instead of focusing on the 99 people that fucking love me, you know what I mean? Yeah. And yesterday I fell into that. Thing. This dude is like, what did I say? I was talking about because they put us in alphabetical order. Yeah. So they put FaZe, Huntsmen, and then whoever because we're all two, and I wrote alphabetical. Mm-hmm. Not that they were better than us, because they're just alphabetical. Yeah. Atlanta, FaZe, Chicago, number 2, right? And some dude's like, Hecz, you're a sellout. And I thought to myself, I'm like, you're a loser. You'll never understand, right? You never understand what it's like to be this successful and this hurt by what happened. Yeah. Because he's never built anything powerful the way that I have with my teammates. And as I wrote that, I literally was telling myself, why the fuck are you talking to this fucking loser who never built anything close to what you have? Not even a slight, not even a hair away from what I have built, or be as successful as I have been, or build something that was loved by everyone, right? So immediately I deleted it, and I was just like, man, like why do I do that? And I'm glad that you're doing shit for yourself, but like I said, it's not just you, it's every single person on the internet.
Every time I go to respond to them, I'm like, how's this gonna end? Like what is he gonna tweet me another stupid thing, or is he gonna be like, yo, I'm a big fan. Like, can you get Seth's attention, or can you get Matt's attention, or one of your teammates? I'm like, that's one or two ways how it's gonna end. He's gonna dick ride, or he's gonna keep roasting until I stop responding. So it's like, I might as well not respond at all.
Yeah.
Because there's no good ending to this at all.
Yeah.
Besides him being, yo, I'm a big fan. Yeah. Which if you're really a big fan, you want to say that shit.
Right. I think that they go to the extremes because they do want that attention. And again, it's for people like us in our position. But we wouldn't be where we're at if we didn't deserve to be here, and we wouldn't be where we're at if we weren't able to handle the shit that we're handling. Yeah. Right? Like, you obviously went through a lot more because of the people, fucking with you for how you look.
Yeah.
But your ability will be something that they'll never understand. They'll never be that good at anything in their life. Never. They'll never know what it's like to be that good at something. Not at trolling. They're never gonna go to their job, where the fuck it is that they do, whatever it is that they do, and it doesn't matter. But they're never gonna be that good. They're never gonna propel themselves to a level to where their opinion is gonna matter enough to alter your mood at the end of life. You know what I mean? Like, it's never gonna ruin your life, and that's something that maybe they realize as they're typing it, and that's why they do it. But that's something that, sad enough, they haven't realized, and when they do realize, it's gonna hit them so fucking hard that they're gonna be like, fuck, I'm a literal goddamn loser. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're all like, we just happen to have been lucky enough that our job is playing video games, having fun on camera, and being popular on the internet. That's just what happened to be our job. Yeah. The same way that I was a mortgage processor, a mortgage closer, or whatever, and there's a million mortgage closers out there, and it doesn't matter what your job is. As long as it's honest work and you're putting food on the table, honest work is the same thing. People make more money here and there, but that's nothing at the end of the day. If you're a good dad, you're a good brother, you're a good everything, that's all that fucking matters at the end of fucking the day, whether or not you're a good human. Yep. You know what I mean? Money allows you to get cooler things. So fucking what? But if you're a fucking prick and an asshole and nobody fucking likes you, no, who cares?
Right.
You know what I mean? I just went on a fucking crazy tangent there, Maddie. Anyway, so now that we are teammates, and I'm super happy about that. Thank you for being my teammate.
Thank you.
When we found out that we were gonna get you on the team, when Seth told me, I was like, fuck yeah. Immediately, I'm like, fuck yeah. But the immediate thought was like, I'm like, well, what about Preston, right? Or what about his brother? Yeah. And then, the whole thing happened where you ended up with us, and I'm like, man, that's so crazy. I never thought that we would be able to be teammates just because of however things were. I'm a loyal dude, and I hate change, and if I can have it my way, I will always have the same teammates that I've always had. Those dudes, win, lose, or whatever. Yeah. If Nate Shot was still competing to this day and had never left Optic, he would still be on my team. He would still be captain. I wouldn't care if we were top 16. I wouldn't have cared if we were top 24, as long as we were creating more content than everybody else and we're still making, a lot of money and a lot, having fun doing what the fuck we're doing. Like, I wouldn't care if we were 16th or 24th, because we would at least be striving to become better. Yeah. But I'm glad that things work out the way that they did, because now you're my teammate, and we have a nasty ass team. Nasty
on land. Whew. They're not fucking with us.
No.
Been saying it all weekend.
When you got there, right? When we got there, and Matt, I think it was at dinner. He's like, dude, like, what I just saw myself do on land, it's like, just tells me that I've been playing at a disadvantage this whole time online.
Oh yeah, I've always like I grew up watching Matt. Like I watch this guy. Like, I know he's nasty. It just doesn't go away. Like, I know the last 2 years, like, he played good, but he hasn't been playing Matt good. Yeah. And those 2 games right there showed, like, he can play good. He just needs the right people around him, or needs the confidence around him. And that's what I try to do for teammates around me. Like, I want them to strive more than me.
Yeah.
I want them to be better than me. Like, I don't like being the worst on the team. Don't get me wrong, but like, I will do that so everyone else feels comfortable. I'm running a MP5. I don't want to run an MP5, but if it makes Matt feel comfortable, I will do it. Like, seeing Matt play that good, seeing Pierce do a role that he's never done, but he's still playing good, it's crazy. Seeing Seth, like, that guy's such a beast. Like,
he gets a lot of shit.
He does get a lot of shit, but people, like, don't realize what he does. Like, it's the same rule. Like, it's kind of like Preston, but like Seth does so much for his team that people don't realize. Like, Seth is such a good team player, but he's never been a team player. Like he was one of those guys in AW, BO3, the last couple of years. Like, he could do it all. Like, but people don't realize that. They realize that because they look at stats.
Yeah,
and that's something Seth needs to get more credit for.
Yeah, when people compare any player to Scump, in the back of my head, I want to defend him. But it's it's like a big brother defending his little brother. He's you're
not getting anywhere with these guys.
No, not that. It's just that I'm biased. I'm gonna be biased, and I'm not just gonna look at his competition and his placings. I'm not gonna just look at that. I'm gonna look at the whole scope of things, right? So when people compare this, a new young player, or people who have been around for a long time, who have been like, and they're like, yeah, this guy's better. I always think about the comparison. I'm like, no one can compare to Seth. What he has built for himself and the way that he's carried this community for such a goddamn long-ass time, the way that he's been able to transcend just outside of Call of Duty, like, no one has been able to do that and stay at the top of the game every single time. Anytime somebody compares who's better than who, like, I point at trophies, and they're like, well, he's got teammates. I'm like, okay, then let's focus on the personal brand. I point at his followers. I point at his viewership. I point at this, that, and the other. And there's no fucking comparison.
I mean, the only person that has the potential to do this is probably our other teammate, Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan, right.
He's a cool guy. He's a fucking moron sometimes. Just the way he responds is hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
Like, he has the potential to do what Seth, like, not do what Seth does, but, like, he could come close. He can be, like, a close something. Like, he has all the potential. He has you around, Seth around. It's crazy that they're teaming because Dylan's very good at this game. His teammates around him last year, they're not the best, but he made them the best. Like, they competed. Like, Nogfin's not even on a league team right now. Yeah, I don't even know his team. Chance. It's just a hard team. He had to work with, and he proved it. Besides the champs.
Well, he's on the team for a reason, right?
Yeah, I really want to play with him all. like as soon as my team broke up, I was like, Dylan, I want to play with you. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm down. Let's go. Yeah. And it just worked out.
And that's good because, again, like I always said that I wanted, if there was ever a turnover in talent, if there was ever a turnover in, I don't know, in team, if we were going to ever rotate, I would want young, up-and-coming talent, which was why I was super psyched about Dash, super psyched about Iceman. But, at the end of the day, just shit didn't work out, and now obviously we're in a way better spot, right? And again, we're taking it with a grain of salt. We're not, as much as we're confident about the shit that we do, and as much as I'm confident about you guys, I know that the game's going to continue to evolve. I know that the fucking developers hopefully will get their head out of their ass and fucking try to put shit together the right way, and make the right thing happen, right? And as such, there's going to be shifts, there's going to be ups, and there's going to be downs. And I don't mind that. Like, I always say that, if you have a team that wins constantly and nonstop and only nonstop, like, it's fun for only so long. If there's no adversity and if there's nothing to compare it to, you're never gonna really truly enjoy the highs. If you're always up there, if you're always flying, that's nothing. You got to be able to see something and want to go after it, because if you're only living the highs, like, you're never ever, like, it's gonna become natural, and you never want winning to feel just like another day and a walk in the park.
Not at all. That's why I want to have most trophies, most rings, and I don't care for MVPs because I'm playing with the most MVP people ever. Pierce, Seth, Matt, all have multiple MVPs. Don't care about that. I just want to win. I just want to prove that I could be on a team and just be as good as those guys, have the most trophies. Sorry, Karim. Most rings. Sorry, Damon. I just want to prove to people that I'm the best. Like, that's all that goes through my mind. Like, that's the question I had, like, for myself all last, like, off season. Like, what do I go for now? Like, what after the ring? What happens? I found it. I was like, I want to go back to back to back. I want to go back to back for rings, and I just want to keep going. Like, this is like the only thing. Like, I'm a competitive person. It's the only thing, like, that's gonna keep me happy in the game. Like, I don't know. I just can't see myself losing. Yeah. That's how like the last couple months been, and thank God we didn't lose, because I don't know. I don't know. It's just hard.
Yeah. Listen, you're talking to a competitive person as well. I say it time and time again. I could have just taken my, my bag and gone and just done YouTube videos. But I wanted to compete. I wanted to compete against what I built before. I wanted to compete against myself, and I wanted to flex on everybody again, right? And guess what? I have the most popular Call of Duty team still. I have the love of the green walls we always have. I have a dope-ass fucking team full of cool dudes, selfless dudes who are willing to put in the work to make shit fucking work. And that, to me, is what I came back for. That's, to me, why I came off the bench to come do what I wanted to do. You know, support where I can, show up and take the pictures, because that's what I go to events for. I go there to hang out with the fans. That's my job. You know, if you guys need water, I'll help you if I can. But more often than not, I'm there to just take the pictures and do what I can from where I'm sitting, as I always say.
I couldn't even find the fans in Minnesota.
Huh?
I couldn't even find the fans in Minnesota. I was sitting there. I was like, how do I get to the crowd?
Yeah. Oh, because you were in the back.
Super hard. Yeah. They were like, taking us to the back. I was like, I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
Because I always like go and see in the crowds and like go and talk to them, because like everyone's cool. Like they all deserve to meet people. Like they deserve to see us in our like being natural, just like being a cool dude. And I've always been like a supporter of that. And Clay taught me that. Like Clay always goes out to the crowds when he's not doing anything. Yeah. Like he likes to spend time with them. I'm like, that's why I like Clay a lot. Like Clay is a very humble person, unless it comes into game. He likes to scream and yell at you. Yeah. But like every fan gets to, like, they're paying money to come see us. Like we should go at least show them that we support them too. Like I love spending time with them. Yeah,
I agree. I'm on the same thing. Somebody told me just recently at the event that somebody complained about me not being at the owners meeting. He's like, how come Hector's out there taking pictures and saying hi to the fans and not up here, you know, with us doing the stuff that we need to do? And the answer is goddamn simple. I'll get a rundown of the meeting. That's gonna happen. I'm gonna get an itemized list of the things that will happen in that meeting. I'm not gonna get the opportunity to have a moment or to make somebody's picture or to make somebody's hat look cool or whatever. Like that relationship is priority number one to me. You know what I mean? Like players and fans, priority number one. Business will always come second, and business will always be good and come if number one and number two are always taken care of. Yeah. If you focus on the good, if you focus on the cool, money's going to come. The business is always going to come. It always has, it always will. That'll be a never-changing factor. It'll always be that. You can try to be the smartest business guy in esports that you want, but if you don't focus on the two, you're never going to be a good businessman. You know what I mean?
Sell tickets.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
HuntsmenTickets.com.
HuntsmenTickets.com. Alec, thank you so much. We have so much to talk about, brother. But the hour has come up. Maddie has a doctor's appointment. So we're going to end the podcast right here. This won't be the last time. Obviously, you're right down the street, so I'm gonna call you back up, maybe do a team podcast or something cool. But I do appreciate you being on the squad. I do appreciate you being as selfless as you are. The sacrifice of you not playing with your brother still, it doesn't go unnoticed, and I appreciate you for that, brother. Thank you so much. Everybody, follow my man's. All his information is down below. Raid Shadow Legends, thank you so much for the sponsorship on the Eavesdrop podcast. That does it for episode number 54 of the Eavesdrop podcast. We'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.